Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man, check this out. I want to give a very, very, honest opinion on this whole Michael Jordan thing. I'm not finna do the LeBron James thing, the Michael Jordan to LeBron James or to Kobe Bryant, but I want to talk about Michael Jordan himself and just some things just about this whole documentary. Some things that pretty much I already knew. Now there were certain things that was brought to my attention, but not really, because like I said, I already knew what was up with Michael Jordan for real. So none of this surprises me. One thing about me, I'm a fan of Michael Jordan, but I'm not a fanatic and I'm not a fanboy and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, a nut hugger. I respect what Michael Jordan did as a player and what he did for the game of basketball, what he did for basically the sneaker game. So he's contributed a lot. You can't take that away from him. He changed the way people looked at sneakers forever. He made sneakers cool to wear as part of everyday fashion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do a video about this whole Air Jordan, the whole phenomenon thing, because I need to tell the truth about the whole Air Jordan phenomenon that a lot of people kind of not being truthful about. But I'll do that video maybe this weekend. It's going to be a lengthy video. So, I'm going to break everything down about Air Jordans, the sneaker game, all that to a T. And after this video, you guys gonna have a clear understanding about Jordan, the sneaker game, because once again, there are certain things that they are leaving out. Now, I cannot wait to see the upcoming episodes, part 7 and 8, where I already know they're gonna try to basically insult our intelligence about, Michael Jordan when he retired, the whole gambling thing, and Scottie Pippen taking over the team, because I already know what they're gonna try to do, and I'm going to rebuttal everything because that Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan coming back, and then what happened the year Scottie Pippen, led the team to the playoffs. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Hakeem won the MVP that year, if I'm not mistaken. But man, you could have made an argument that Scottie Pippen should have won the league MVP. And we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about all that later. But let's get to the whole Michael Jordan thing. One thing about Jordan fanatics, as I said before, they don't want to hear the truth about Michael Jordan because, of course, they're gonna put a documentary that's gonna glamorize everything he did and give him complete soul credit because it's really about him. And that's what you guys got to understand. It's scripted. It's about him. It's about glorifying him. It's about making him look good. Okay? So of course people going to say whatever the director want them to say, because keep in mind it's not like they just turn on the cameras and they just freestyle everything. Oh, they have questions that they already have, predetermined, already, written down what they're going to ask. So that's what people need to understand. Because after seeing this special, this documentary, it further solidifies my point when I'm saying that it's very debatable that Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. First of all, I used to get pissed when people would try to tell me, had the audacity to tell me that Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, hands down, no argument. No, that's bullshit. I don't have to say Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time, just like I don't have to say Muhammad Ali is the greatest boxer of all time. It's subjective, it's opinionated, you know. Now, to say Michael Jordan ain't in the conversation, yeah, that would be absurd. Of course, he's in the conversation, but is he the greatest basketball player of all time? That's very subjective. That's very debatable. And basically, see, here's some things that a lot of Jordan fanatics don't like to talk about, because they sure love to do this when it comes to other basketball players. When they try to downplay some of their accomplishments, they'll say, oh, well, this happened. If this didn't happen, that didn't happen. Because they love to do that to the Golden State Warriors. And to a certain degree, they do it to LeBron James. Well, you know what? I'm about to do it to Michael Jordan. Now, if you one of them super emotional, super sensitive Michael Jordan fans, you may not want to watch this video. I'm going to give you a chance to turn off this video. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, let's begin. Now, Michael Jordan fell, he I ain't gonna say victim. He was the beneficiary of some great circumstances too, some great moments that happened in his life. And that also happened, on the court, which a lot of people don't like talking about, because at the end of the day, a lot of these Jordan apologists, like I say, they will make you think that Jordan did absolutely everything. Okay. They really will make you look like Jordan played all 5 positions. He scored all the points and he did everything by himself. As I said before, let's talk about Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan had a losing record every year until they drafted Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was a defensive difference maker and an offensive difference maker. Because Scottie could score in his own right. Keep in mind, Scottie Pippen started off as a point guard, really, but then he grew to like 6'8", 6'9", and he became like a small forward. But like I said, he was a difference maker. They don't draft Scottie Pippen, I'm telling you. I don't think they get there, or I don't think they win as many chips as they won. And I know a lot of people want to give all the credit and say, oh, well, Michael Jordan made Scottie Pippen a bit. Well, Scottie Pippen made Michael Jordan an even better player as well. They helped each other. Can we please agree upon that? They helped each other get better. They did it together. Okay? But let's talk about the first three-peat. As I said before, everybody talk about these Chicago Bulls teams, and people love to use, well, the reason why this happened is because they played against tougher competition. Well, once again, that's subjective. Once again, that's subjective about who played against tougher competition. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I think Kevin Durant, being 6'11", 6'10" and a half, playing the way he plays, having speed, can shoot. I'm trying to figure out who in the hell would have been able to guard Kevin Durant. And people get mad when you say, well, Michael Jordan would have shut down Kevin. Shit, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. And I don't give a fuck if y'all say telling you crazy. Fuck what you talking about. I'm just keeping it real. I told you I'm not no Michael Jordan apologist. I don't think Michael Jordan would have been able to do nothing with Kevin Durant. Scottie Pippen might have had his moments with Kevin Durant, but at the end of the day, really can't nobody stop Kevin Durant. And I'm just being brutally honest. Not even fucking LeBron could stop Kevin Durant. You do remember those 3-pointers he made right in LeBron James' face. Okay, but let's talk about the series. As I said before, these Chicago Bull teams really, as I said, wasn't destroying people. They had a couple of blowout games, but did y'all know some of the games they lost, they got blew out? That's what a lot of people seem to forget. The Chicago Bulls teams wasn't destroying people. As I said before, Michael Jordan never swept anybody. And except for the series against the Lakers, as I said before, like I said, he never went to a game 7 But he damn near got close. John, and that's what I'm saying. I want y'all to look at the margin of victory they, sealed some of their games with, some of their series with. Portland. To beat Portland, they won game 6 by only 4 points. They trailed in that game. Same thing with Utah. With the last shot, the debatable offensive foul, they won by 1 point. And one thing that really pisses me off that the media has been doing with the last shot, people keep forgetting that shot wasn't a buzzer beater, that Utah had a chance to win that game. If they won by only 1 point. They won by 1 point. Let that sink in. John Stockton makes a 3-pointer, or if they had somebody that could slash and drive to the basket, they go to a game 7. And it's anybody's guess what happens in a game 7. Same thing with Phoenix. They won by 1 point. Okay? All of their series were pretty competitive. But a lot of those games, they trailed. They wasn't destroying these teams. And I know you're going to say it's better competition. No, it's just that they had to work for it. Those Chicago Bulls teams wasn't dominant teams. Because if they was dominant teams, they would have been able to sweep one of these championships. So like I said, Michael Jordan had some breaks, come his way too. What if John Paxson doesn't make that shot and they go to a game 7? I'm going to be honest with you. I think they would have lost one of those series, if not both. But people don't want to talk about that because, like I said, the media has fixated you on all these great moments and these great things that Michael Jordan did. And that was their plan. And that's okay. But I do think a lot of it is misleading, especially when you a guy that saw this shit. I saw the flu game when it first happened. And I thought Michael Jordan was putting it on thick. I thought he was putting it on thick. And it's a question of whether he really had flu. Because there are also conflicting reports that he had food poisoning. From eating fucked up pizza. So like I said, I'm one of the dudes that's willing to talk about this. Because I told you, I ain't no Michael Jordan apologist. I ain't no Michael Jordan nut hugger. Because like I said, I have plenty of issues with Michael Jordan. Plenty of issues. But that doesn't take away the fact that he was a brilliant basketball player. But he caught some breaks too. There's no such thing as a flawless, perfect basketball player. Kobe Bryant had his flaws too, because sometimes Kobe had them games where he had just hike up shots. Bad shots at times too. It happens to everybody. There's no such thing as a perfect basketball player. But this is one of the myths that need to be debunked about Michael Jordan that a lot of people don't want to tell you, guys like Skip Bayless and guy Michael Jordan extremists. This is shit that they don't want to talk about. And I'm not ripping Michael Jordan, but I'm just telling the truth. He didn't cause some breaks too. For real. This is what I'm saying about these 6 championships. The same way we ripped LeBron on losing championships, well, Michael Jordan could have lost a couple. And like I said, he got out on time. He got out on time the last time he retired because like I said before, it's no way in hell you can get me to believe that he would have been able to keep beating those San Antonio Spurs teams and those Laker teams. They were coming. Even Michael Jordan knew it. And he figured, hey, it's time to go. But as I said before, this ain't no knock on Michael Jordan. I'm just keeping it 100. Anyway, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out. Let me know what you think.